I talk now? Tell me when to talk. Right now? Good evening. At this time, please remove your hats and graduation caps and please stand for the presentation of colors. Miss Pratt. You may now be seated. Welcome, family, friends, and educators to the Meadowdale CTE Class of 2025 graduation ceremony. I am the class president, Trinity Holliday. Today is the day we get what we all come to school for every day since we were freshmen, our diploma. Meadowdale has provided us with many different avenues to explore what we love to help decide what career we're going to pursue after high school. Coming into this experience, we all had different paths, but the same goal, graduation. Senior year really makes you reevaluate yourself, your friends, and all of your decisions. It's not just fun and games. You have to get prepared for life outside of high school. It's the most important year because you have your life in your own hands, and that can be a scary thing. My advice to the class of 2025 is, don't let fear be the reason you miss out on your blessing. New things can be frightening, but perseverance and God can get you through anything. Before I close out, I just want to give a thanks to God, my mom, and my dad. Without my support system, I don't think I would have made it this far. This message is for the class of 2025. The Avenger begins behind you all your memories, before you all your dreams, around you all who love you, within you all you need. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gonzalo Kisamunyu, and I'm class of 2025's valedictorian. Let me start off by thanking the families, teachers, and faculty who helped us get where we are today. I want to thank our siblings, parents, and guardians for the rise to school and support along the way. A special shout out to Denise, Muhuza, and Bernadette. You guys helped me get through school a lot more than you realize, so thank you. I also want to thank our teachers, Mr. Gates, Mr. Sierra, Mr. Phillips, Mr. O'Donnell, and all of you for staying after school and sacrificing your lunch times to help us understand our classwork, as well as as long as the school administration for making our high school career a fun one. Without your support, I doubt that most of us, myself especially, would have made it to this point. Looking back at the last 4 years together, high school wasn't just a place for academic learning, it's also where we gained personal lessons that will follow us for the rest of our lives. Ms. Frizzle used to say, take chances, make mistakes, get messy. Well, I'm happy to say we did exactly that. We challenged ourselves, took chances, and pushed our boundaries beyond what we ever imagined. Just looking at me, I would never have thought of giving a speech in front of so many people freshman year. But here I am now. Along the way, we made mistakes that taught us to never give up. At the start of school, we didn't really take high school as seriously as we should have, and some of us ended up having to take APEX classes. But we didn't quit and got them done. And look at where it got us. We also embraced new experiences, even the messy ones that brought us here before our friends and family. There were times when I procrastinated with my work, and I can't lie to you, I ended up turning in a few of those assignments in late. But from that, I learned that sometimes you only have so much time to get things done, and it's better to do them sooner rather than later. Time is a precious thing that waits for nobody. So with that in mind, my wish for class of 2025 is simple. May we keep doing our best, continue to push forward even when times are hard, and most importantly, have fun and smile along the way because the future is only as bright as we make it. Thank you.
Good evening, class of 2025. To start off, I want to say thank you to all my teachers, family, and friends who supported my academic growth. I want to thank my mentors, which include Mr. Frank Williams, Dr. Odora, Dr. Worley, and Ms. Hubbard. They helped me see the value of education by exposing me to new environments and opportunities that allowed me to build connections and network with people who can help me elevate to new heights. I also want to thank Mr. Gates, who is my robotics and engineering instructor, because he helped me get my foot in the door with a great internship this year. Most importantly, I want to thank my father, who has supported me every step of the journey. It is truly an honor to be recognized as one of the most academically dedicated students in the class of 2025. These last 4 years, of my life required consistency, discipline, and hard work. With that said, I plan to be present every day and do my best, which gave me a tunnel vision to success and led me here. Being a Meadowdale Lion has inspired me to evolve, both academically and personally, since middle school. In middle school, I lost my mom, and I didn't have the energy for school for a while. But once I arrived at Meadowdale, the teachers and staff and some of my classmates helped me to realize my level of intelligence and my potential for success, and this motivated me to excel. I want to stress the importance of teachers. Thank you. I want to stress the importance of teachers building an emotional connection with students, because making learning in the classroom fun and showing students that you're somebody they can talk to can give them more motivation to come to school and learn. As I'm about to be considered a Meadowdale alumni, I want to pay forward the help and support I got by staying involved and connected with future students and staff. To conclude, from Cubs to Lions, we have grown, and now it's time to leave the Lions' den. I wish the best to all of my class. Thank you.
Good evening, Mighty Lion families, teachers, staff, and the class of 2025. As you sit there, probably like, here we go again with another lecture from Davis. Well, this will be the last lecture from Mr. Davis in this capacity. But hopefully some of the things I've said will resonate later in life. But before we take it there, I will ask that you do me a favor. Give your parents and your guardians a round of applause for rocking it with y'all all your life. And parents, make sure that you thank yourself, okay? Thank you for a job well done. It's been a year, I'll be honest. From start to finish, never a dull moment with this group. From the time they entered the Lions' Den as freshmen, and now we at this moment, minutes away where you're receiving your high school diplomas and about to become a Meadowdale alumni. Although this year had many challenges, hardships, frustrations, many calls home, suspensions, expulsions, and yes, tough talks, but each of you are still sitting here eagerly ready to cross this stage. And in spite of it all, through our tough times, it was all worth to see each of you sitting before me in those black and gold gowns on this graduation date. And this class did one of the best pranks that could ever happen. Y'all could have went in, shout out to Alyssa, Aaliyah, and Shaquana for putting this all around the building. What I'm upset about is the fact that y'all didn't put no reward on here. I'm worth something. This class has 85 graduates out of 93 students. Yes. We are still defeating the odds that are stacked up against us. Each year, our number of graduates has continued to grow. From 54 graduates 5 years ago to 68, 71, 81, and now 85. This class has received $1.5 million in scholarships. We are excelling. So regardless of what a post on social media may say about Meadowdale or the naysayers, resilience is brilliant. And we are continuing to build a culture of success. Shout out to my staff that is back there that's been rocking with me, leading these students day in, day out with lesson planning, teaching, long talks as well. So hand clap to you all as well. Class of 2025, I ask for each of you to continue to be a sponge. Stay open for learning like Arthur, Kiela, and Thomas. Believe in your dreams that they can come true. Believe in yourself, all the work that you do. Believe in your values and keep them held high, no matter who try to knock you. But no one can knock what they can't reach. Just like Angelique, Kevin, and Raylene. I don't know what your future holds, but I hope you don't take the easy road or cut too many corners like you did in high school. Because there are lessons waiting on you that is unavoidable, that is there to help you build your character. There are things that we must go through in order to grow through to keep going. As some of my students would say, clock it, Idrea. Did I get the fingers right? I encourage you to take the harder road, the road that you will see the hurdles, the potholes, the mountains to climb. This road, you will see the failures before you see the successes, Jimmy and Taraya. but failing is the inevitable. What if I told you, Izzy, Reggie, DA, that failing is acceptable? What if I told you, Trey, De Lamar, Michael, that losing is acceptable and crying is acceptable, but quitting is not? No matter how discouraged you might feel, you can develop grit, build resilience, and learn the power of perseverance that will get you through tomorrow. Failing isn't failure, Paris. And failure isn't final, Trent. It's going to happen. It's supposed to happen. And when you do fall, be sure to fall not only forward, but fall face looking up. So therefore, you can always see the light. Clock it. Monique, standing back up and moving forward is much as harder as it is than quitting and remaining down. Trust me. I go into this job every day hoping to make an impact. And as soon as something goes wrong, all eyes on me. Press on, Makai, Kamaya, Ashaya. Press on with pride, Alana, Adai, and Ananai. Press with purpose and appreciation, Daylon and Janae. Living a life of grit isn't about success. In its simplest and rawest form, resilience is the ability to show up, endure pain, press on, and keep going, even if you're not willing. Denaja. Success is not the same as resilience. Once you receive your life, and once you receive your diploma, life will become your best teacher, Dory. It won't be Mr. Phillips, Mrs. Lovely, Mrs. Cromwell, Mr. Rutledge. It will be life. But as you look back over your life 5 to 10 years from now, there will be a past version of yourself that will be so proud of how far you come. Here are my last nuggets that I give to you, coming from old shiny bald head Davis. I love you, and I mean that. Look back with pride and look forward with excitement. Love a little more and hate a little less. What's old to you is new to someone else, so try not to downplay it. If you can hold it in your head, you can hold it in your hand, Karan and Toby. Isaiah, Janae, and Dion, there's no growth in comfort. Amani, Kevin, and Mitchell, make smart choices, because the stupid ones always last forever. Don, Chris, Braden, sometimes opportunity is hidden behind adversity. Class of 2025, I wish you the very best. And parents, guardians, I thank you for entrusting my teachers, staff, and administration to help educate your child for the last 4 years. We did our best. Superintendent Lawrence, each student has earned a minimum of 20.5 Carnegie units in all required courses and has demonstrated the competency of readiness as defined by the Ohio Department of Education graduation requirements. I do hereby certify that each of these students has met or exceeded the graduation requirements set forth by the Dayton Public Schools and the Ohio Department of Education. Superintendent Dr. Lawrence, I present for your acceptance the mighty Meadowdale Lion class of 2025.
As superintendent of Dayton Public Schools, and by the powers entrusted to me by the Ohio Department of Education and the Dayton Board of Education, I do hereby accept these candidates for graduation and release their diplomas to be presented during this ceremony. Board Member William Smith III, it is my honor to commend to you the Meadowdale Career Technology Center class of 2025.
Good evening. Oh, we got to do better than that. Good evening. Y'all excited to be here? I love it. So I want to say first, good evening to our graduates first, our families, administrators, staff, and honored guests. On behalf of the Dayton Board of Education, and as a proud alumnus of Meadowdale myself, I want to say congratulations, Meadowdale Career Technology Center class of 2025. Now, before we go any further, I want us to take a brief moment of silence for those that we have lost along the way, be it family members, friends, mentors, people in our community, people that meant things to us who are not with us tonight, but whose presence is still felt in our hearts. Could you join me for a brief moment of silence? Thank you. Now, before we get to our graduates, I'd like for any parents, aunts, uncles, family members, raise your hand if you've played a part in making this day happen. I want you to know that your love, sacrifice, discipline, and patience helped to make this moment possible, and this is your victory too. Graduates, please salute those that helped you get here today. Now let me say this clearly. Even though we have reached graduation, your work is not done. This is not the finish line, it's just a milestone in the marathon of these young adults' lives. They will still need you, they will still need your encouragement, they will still need your love and support, but when you do that, be sure to not enable them, but empower them as they continue along their journey. Graduates, today you walk across this stage as lions, leaders, not because someone gave you a crown, but because you earned your place through resilience, determination, and vision. And what does a lion do? A lion roars. But too many times we don't talk about why a lion roars. A lion roars not just for noise. A lion's roar has meaning. It's a declaration. A roar says, I'm here. This is my territory. This is who I am. It's not about ego. It's about identity, confidence, and presence. So your roar means something. Your roar is your story, your strength, your success. Let your life speak loudly enough that people feel it from a distance, even when you're silent. And you've roared with real power this year. 66% of you plan to continue your education. Another 55% of you earned 12-point industry credentials. Several earned career tech diplomas. 82% of these students before you are pre-nursing students, earned their phlebotomy license. Our surgical tech and sports medicine students achieved 100% proficiency this year. Not only that, but our football team made history by being city champions and qualifying for the playoffs for the first time in Meadowdale history. We also had a Meadowdale student advance to the national BPA competition. And like Principal Davis said, this class has earned over $1.5 million in scholarships. Those include the Governor's Merit Scholarship, Dayton Montgomery County, and an Amazon Future Engineer Scholarship. That's not just achievement, that's a roar for the world to hear. But leadership also means knowing this: we cannot stay in this place forever. Physically, emotionally, and mentally, we must grow. We embrace our past, but we cannot get stuck with it. Who you are today is just the beginning, not the final version of who you will be. And just as important, don't define others by who they are today either. Let people grow, let yourself grow, and keep evolving. From this day forward, you still will be in school. Life becomes your teacher. Your actions are your answers, your reactions are your essays, and the life you build, that'll be the grade you get. So keep learning, keep growing, never stop seeking education. Whether it's in a classroom, on the job, through mentorship, or through experience, stay curious, stay teachable, stay humble. And please set goals high enough that they scare you. Set goals high enough that sometimes you're nervous if you'll achieve them. Set goals high enough that you may fail sometimes. You may fall short sometimes. You will make mistakes, but it's okay. You can make mistakes. You cannot let mistakes make you. And always remember, there are people in this world counting on you to fail. There are people outside these doors that make their futures on you not exceeding yours. Let them keep counting. Do not let them count you out. So as we move forward today, lead like lions, not with just noise, but with strength, presence, and purpose. And when the time comes, roar. Let your life declare who you are. Let your roar inspire, not intimidate, but let your voice remind the world that you were here and that you made it count. So class of 2025, this is your moment. The world is waiting on you. It's watching you. So go forward, walk proudly, live boldly, keep learning, keep growing, and above all, lead like lions. Now, it's the fun part right here. On behalf of the Dayton Board of Education, I accept these students commended to me by the superintendent, and they shall be hereforth deemed graduates of Dayton Public Schools, and they shall be hereforth bestowed with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities afforded to graduates of this school system. Please join me in congratulating the Meadowdale Career Technology Center class of 2025.
Gonzalve Kisamunyu. Ian Thomas. Isabella Sapp Gonzalez. Denija Amani Morgan. Miriam Adam Ibrahim. Desire Lynn Lawless. Michael Lynn Douglas. Makai Larry Jenkins. Davion Khalil Drake. Jeanette Nirikanyana. Janae Michaela Adams. Amaya Coulter. Doriana Tyrone Bailey. James Bailey IV. Mitchell Marshawn Banks. Myron Edward Banks, Jr. Amani Bennett. Isaiah Dwayne Beverly. Oluwatobi Michael Bibalari. Dion Eugene Black, Jr. Keisha Marie Black. Dylan Russell James Brannigan. Paris Nicole Bryant. Karan Danielle Bird Johnson. Idrea Marie Caldwell. Christiana Octavia Carroll. Lyric Nicole Collins. Kevin Lester Coulter, Jr. Diamante Daquan Cotton. Taraya Patricia Defer. Xavier Duke. Jonathan Lamar Elder. Jaheim Fisher. Demarion Fleming. Anila Danae Foster. Braden Francis Freed. Shariah Leanne G. David Goodwin. Raylan Jasmine Hicks. Trayvon Lamont Hodge. Trinity Leanne Holliday. Amari Caden Hurd. Alice Jacqueline. Shamara Johnson Zaid. Cameron Montana Kirkpatrick. Arthur Ron Knox IV. Amir Landers. Dayon Cartier Malone. Thomas Aragon McDaniels. Cheyenne Octavia McWay. Shaquana Demarie Montgomery. D.A. Nakai Moore. Christopher Montez Morgan III. Kamaya Amarie Morrow. Ashaya Myers. Jimmy Indahirwe. Armel Arian Ngole. Jalen Nashay Owensby. Adonai Mercy Parks. Kiela Nene Pates. Daylon Ajani Philpott. Treshawn Allen Powell, Jr. Aaliyah Shanae Price. Alyssa Chanel Price. Kayon Pruitt Robinson. Devontae Ahmad Quamley. Devonna Shanae Robinson. Makai Alexander Robinson. Gloria Rutagengwa. Scott Brady Sams III. Arian Seibert Irving. James Lewis Simmons. Monique Antoinette Stewart. Angelique Uwasi. Trinity Larchelle Van Leer. Delamar Darrell Tylen Wade. Dion Quinton Walker. Derek Alexander Waller III. Donovan Jawan Ward. Dakara Numeria Warren. Reginald Weatherspoon, Jr. Amir Garfield Welch. Benjamin Yancey. Taylor Scales. Rael Gabrielle Alexander.
Can we wait for them to sit? Wait for them to sit?
Hello, everyone, and congratulations to our mighty seniors. I am thankful to stand before you today, not only to celebrate our accomplishments, but to also celebrate those who have helped us strive along the way. Today marks the beginning of our journey. Dear class of 2025, we finally made it. Through the frustration, the tears, and all the differences that sometimes felt too big to overcome. There were days when we didn't see eye to eye, and it felt like we were more divided than united. But even in those moments, something greater was forming. Growth. When we did come together, when we found a common ground, those were the moments that truly shine. Whether it was pulling off group projects, supporting each other during the chaos, or even laughing at Mr. Davis' shiny bald head. We're not perfect, but we're real. We've struggled, we've clashed, and we've grown. Sometimes I like to believe we're more alike than different. I'm so proud of how far we've come and how far we're going. I can't wait to see what this next chapter of life brings. We're not kids anymore, so it won't be easy, but nothing worth it ever is. There will be late nights, tough decisions, and moments of doubt. But there will also be laughter, new friendships, and unforgettable memories. Remember, no one has it all figured out, and that's okay. Just keep going, keep learning, and keep being true to yourself. And most of all, never forget to roar like a mighty lion. Meadowdale class of 2025, please rise. The turning of the tassel indicates the transition from being a student to now a graduate. You may now turn your tassels from the right to the left. Class of 2025 are officially signing out.